Thanks to Baron of Dice, Grey Matter Gaming, and Monument Hobbies for sponsoring this video. In mid-October 2024, Games Workshop released its Q4 balance update for Warhammer 40,000, with adjustments to core rules, the Pariah Nexus Tournament Companion, and points for every faction. In this video, we'll cover the changes to core rules and the Tournament Companion. The biggest core rules changes this time around were in the Pariah Nexus Tournament Companion. A player choosing a secret mission no longer scores any victory points for the primary mission in Battle Round 5. This is a bigger change than you might think. Armies that had a load of reliable movement tools like Hypercrypt Necrons or Grey Knights could easily yeet themselves around the table and double up on a primary and secret mission in the bottom of the 5th, all but guaranteeing a 30-point turn. While some armies are still going to be good at secret missions, they'll have to play better to bank on them. This should cut down on the number of non-interactive, feels-bad games where it feels like there's nothing you can do to stop an opponent from outscoring you on the final turn. Primary scoring on the Linchpin mission is now capped at 15 victory points per turn. Previously, there was no cap on Linchpin scoring per turn, making 18-point turns not only possible, but pretty likely if you held all 3 objectives in no man's land. This could often lead to big swings late in the game, where it was possible to score 18 or 23-point turns at the end of the game, going second. This makes going first in this mission markedly less hateful, particularly when you factor in the changes to secret missions. Storm Hostile Objective can be scored in the first battle round. You couldn't do this before, but you can now. This also makes starting infiltrators or scouts on the midfield objective an even worse idea, as it opens you up to this card in the first turn. However, you have to control an objective your opponent was holding to score it on turn 1. You don't score for your opponent holding no objectives at all until turn 2. March for Death got some clearing up, making it even clearer that you should toss this card in the garbage. You can't select a character in an attached unit, but you have to select the unit itself, meaning you don't score unless you destroy both the unit and the attached character. Woof. Now for the core rule changes. Surge moves now have restrictions. Surge moves, most notably the Khorne Berserker's Blood Surge, gained 3 new restrictions. Unless otherwise stated, you can only use these abilities once per phase. You can't do them with a Battle Shock unit, and you can't do them while within engagement range of an enemy unit. This standardizes surge moves across all units in the game while reining them in a bit. You can now comfortably shoot Accursed Cultists from just outside 7 inches, knowing that they can't move more than 6 inches towards you as a result. You also don't have to move the full distance on a surge move, though even if you move 0 inches, you count as having made your surge move as you run in place. Units returning to the table retain any effects applied to them. Some new wording makes it clear that if a unit affected by an ability like Oath of Moment dies and returns to the table that turn, they remain under the effects of Oath of Moment. Note that this doesn't apply to new units added as reinforcements. During phase abilities and stratagems can't be used before start of the phase abilities and stratagems. A number of effects have been clarified to show that the beginning of a phase is now a separate time from during a phase, and the latter effects can't be used before the former. So you can't, for example, use the Thousand Suns Warp Sight stratagem, which happens in your shooting phase, and then move using the Temporal Surge Kabbalistic Ritual, as the ritual happens at the beginning of your shooting phase. The exceptions here are reactive stratagems, like those which occur when a unit takes a wound. That should set you up for success in this latest balance update. How do you like these changes? Why not let us know in the comments down below, and stay tuned for next time where we cover the winners and losers of this latest balance pass. If you haven't already, you can back us on Patreon for even more content, and head on over to our sponsors, Baron of Dice, Monument Hobbies, and Grey Matter Gaming, to check out all the cool stuff they've got available. I've been Campbell McLaughlin, and I'm feeling pretty balanced about now. Thanks for watching.